Hey everyone, welcome back to the NFA Review channel. Today we're going to review a product from KGM Technologies. Now, that company name might seem new to you, but it is formerly KG Made. So they've been around for quite some time. They are very well known in the industry, accuracy and suppression being top tier from this company. So this is their new R30, so a 30 caliber rifle suppressor that we're going to dig deep into today here in the studio. Then we're going to pack up some guns, hit the range like usual, and see what it sounds like. Before we get started today, I just want to give a huge shout out to Dustin over at Coltech. They have been killing it lately. They just opened up another warehouse in another state. They're expanding every year. They're doing a really kick-ass job. So congratulations to Dustin and his family and all their hard workers there at Coltech. They actually just released a new product, which is really cool, and I wanted to explain it. It's basically a custom rifle case program. So you can go to their website, and you'll see the custom rifle case, click on that, and then there's drop downs, and you can pretty much do anything. You can change, the primary exterior nylon color or pattern, and then you can do really cool colors on the inside. You can change your zipper color, you can change the zipper pull, you can do Velcro patch areas, you can do a leather patch embossed with your company logo or your initials. So the sky is pretty much the limit there at Coltech. As far as pricing on that product, it's going to vary, but I know that they are extending a 20% discount till the end of the year for my gold members on Patreon, which was really nice of them to do. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to business on the R30 from KGM Technologies. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. All right, first things first, off the bat, you'll see very, very nice case. Has a little pressure equalizer seal here on my side. I don't know if you can see it. And you have the nice dual locking system here on the case. Very nice case. And very nice presentation. Like, for real? I mean, wow. They really went to great depths here, great detail here to really show this thing off. So you have like a dual foam here, very high density foam, custom cut for the case, your takedown tool, and of course their logo. And then if you use that QR code, it actually brings you to the website and gives you all the information on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I, for one, personally, all these cases end up in my attic because I just don't have room for them in the house anymore. But if this is something that you want to bring and bling to the range, it's definitely going to work. So let me pull out the takedown tool and the suppressor, and I'll put this bad boy aside. Also in the case is something that we're going to cover later, little set screws. Pretty cool product design there later. We'll circle back to that. So as usual, let's start out with the specifications, and then we'll cover the special details and then hit the range. All right, so all the stats that I'm about to tell you guys are with the titanium 5/8 by 24 threaded mount included. Okay, which is important because you're going to have the mount on the gun. So you should probably include it in the length and the weight. Okay, so overall length comes in with the mount at 7.3 inches, a diameter of 1.75 inches, and a weight, again, with the mount of 10.1 ounces. Grade 9 titanium for the tube, and then followed by grade 5 titanium baffle stack. As far as the finish, it is only available right now in the Sniper Gray Cerakote. And as far as calibers, this is optimized for your 30 caliber rounds, specifically up to 300 Norma. So your 300 Norma, 300 PRC, 6.5 Creedmoor, 300 Blackout 308, stuff like that. But of course, you can also shoot 223 and up in the suppressor as well. Moving on, like pretty much every suppressor on the market right now, the warranty is lifetime, and it comes in at a retail price of $9.95. All right, now the special features of this suppressor, the part you guys have been waiting for. Now, I just heard from KGM Technologies, now this information should be public by the time this video goes live on YouTube, that they just won the largest non-military contract on the suppressor for the FBI. So the FBI has a new program coming out for, I'm probably their HRT team, their hostage rescue team, on a new sniper rifle setup. So rifle, optics and suppressor. And I believe the program's called the FBI BPR, Bureau Precision Rifle, probably. Don't quote me on that. But they won. KGM Technologies won with this suppressor specifically. So this is what the FBI will be using on their sniper rifles soon. So that's pretty cool. So why did they win? Well, they are big on accuracy, and that's something that I can't explain enough that is overlooked oftentimes when people are shopping for a suppressor. They get so, just tunnel visioned on decibel ratings, and they forget to look at the other things. How's the recoil mitigation? How much does it weigh? Does it have, full auto capabilities? Does it shoot sparks all over the place when I shoot it? If it's titanium, am I getting a lot of back pressure in the face? Flash suppression, accuracy. So that's stuff that is oftentimes forgotten because everybody tunnel visions on the decibel numbers. Okay, so that's not everything. It's part of the equation. So as far as accuracy, this has been lab tested. Okay, and of course the FBI put it through its ringer. That with less than 3/10 shift after 20 on and off suppressor removals from the test gun. So I took the suppressor, shot it, removed it, shot it, put it on, shot it, removed it, shot it, so on and so forth, 20 different times, and the grouping shifted less than 3/10. That's pretty amazing, which is probably why it won, because you don't want to shoot a hostage in the face with a 308 from 500 yards. Probably not a good thing to do. Now, again, I mentioned earlier that numbers aren't everything. Recoil reduction, most suppressors have a reduction of 30% or so. Well, you'll see these ports here you've probably been looking at here as I've been holding this in my hand. So these ports are from their APAC, or adjustable port end cap. So basically what you have is a series of holes drilled and tapped around the outer circumference of the tube at the end of the muzzle. And then, remember these guys that I mentioned earlier? These little set screws you can put in and tune it. So if you have like a gun that shoots a certain way, you can actually tune these ports to provide a nice linear recoil impulse, which is pretty cool. So with all the ports removed, it has a lab-tested recoil reduction of 40%. With all of these in place, so all of the set screws put in, it has a recoil reduction of 32%. Now I asked him, I said, well, how much louder does it get? You're opening up a lot of gas here, although it is at the very end of the suppressor. It has a less than 3 decibel difference with and without these. So it's 3 decibels quieter with all these ports in place. So I can notice 3 decibels because I do this professionally, full time, but it's very negligible. You're probably only going to really pick it up shooting subsonic 300 blackout. Shooting the supersonic cartridges, it's going to be really hard to discern between 3 decibels, if that makes any sense. So subsonic might be able to pick it up, maybe not, to your untrained ears. I can probably pick it up, and we're going to find out today when we hit the range. Speaking of decibel numbers, we get net sound reduction on a 308 bolt gun, 16-inch barrel, of 26 to 28 decibels at both the muzzle and the ear. And then on an 8-inch 300 black bolt gun, he had a net sound reduction of 24 to 27 decibels average at both the muzzle and the ear. So that tells me that probably not too much back pressure then. If the numbers are close at the muzzle and the ear, you're not getting too much pressure sent back to the shooter. As far as the suppressor itself, cleaning and maintenance, basically like any other sealed rifle suppressor, you're just going to have to really deal with the mounting interface area. So let me go ahead and loosen this guy. This is included, titanium rear 5/8 by 24 direct thread mount. So this will get your can on pretty much everything 30 cal, 300 blackout, 6.5 Creedmoor, 300 PRC, 308, stuff like that. So the direct thread area in the back of the suppressor that accepts mounts is the industry standard 1.375 by 24 mount interface. So that's awesome. So you can use your chemo mounts, you can use mounts from other companies, whatever you have a safe full of already, you can adapt this suppressor to work with what you got, which is awesome. So basically just keep these threads clean. That's about it for maintenance on a rifle suppressor. So I believe that covers it here for the studio. Let's go ahead, pack up some guns, pack them some very expensive ammo, and go have some fun today. Let's get to it. Damn, I forgot how bad that was. Interesting. right, Prairie Dog is having a bad day. We have shot 1, shot 2, shot 3. So, you know, one thing with the Vortex that I have on there, I wish I had an illuminated reticle because the black just disappears here. I kept having to focus on the actual reticle and then let my eye focus back to the target to actually see this area. But, you know, not bad, not bad. 6.5 Creedmoor on the new Sig Cross. Let's go ahead and throw the suppressor on and see what happens. All right, so here are my suppressed shots. So it did shift to the right a little bit. I felt myself pull one of them. I think it was that third one. So it probably would have went somewhere right around in here. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna shoot another group at one of these and see if I can keep from flinching and see if I can see that damn reticle. Let's get to it. All right, here's a second suppressed group. Much better. Much better than all this right here. That is 3 rounds of 6.5 Creedmoor. 1, 2, 3. That is suppressed. I was aiming right here. Again, I just put that scope on that gun. I just kind of zeroed it real quick. I'm not too worried about that. What I want to see is shift. So one more time, what we're going to do is I'm going to remove the suppressor, and then we're going to see what happens to this grouping here if it moves, opens up, and it probably will open up considering what happened here. So I'm assuming that the R30 is improving my accuracy with a little bit of shift. Let's see what happens. All right, try to explain this one for me. I added another round here, okay, unsuppressed, and then shots 2 and 3 hit here. The entire time I was aiming right here. So yeah, I don't know if it's the suppressor or the rifle that's doing this, but I mean, I don't think I would have flinched and put it right in the same hole. So that's weird. But the groupings are definitely tighter than earlier. Maybe it's me getting used to the trigger on the Sig Cross. Remember, this is a gun that I just got in for review. This is my first time shooting it. I'll be doing a full review on the Sig Cross later. As you can see, I need to familiarize myself with the rifle. But a little bit of movement here. Accuracy is obviously not degraded at all with the R30. So yeah, definitely if you pick up one of these R30s, definitely I would run it on more than one host just to kind of see what it does for you. Obviously each host, each barrel is going to have different harmonics, of course, so you might have different results that I'm getting here at the range, but definitely nothing to sneeze at there. All right, just to confirm some doubts, I just shot 3 rounds of 308 175 grain match out of the Remington 700 and the Accuracy International chassis. So that is 1, 2, 3 rounds. Okay, now I'm gonna add the R30, see what happens on that host. All right, there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that kind of confirms my suspicions that the stainless steel barrel in the Sig Cross needs to be broken in. Remember, these are the first rounds fired today out of that Sig Cross. So barrel's not broken in yet. It's probably why we're seeing this going on. As you can see here on the 308, it barely shifted at all. Yeah, this I'm super happy with. This we'll have to revisit at a later date after the barrel's broken in And maybe I'll run the R30 in the SIG Cross review at the end to kind of confirm my suspicions there. But all in all, I'll definitely take that. Hell, I'll even take that. All right, let's wrap it up. All right, let's see if we can get through this without a bunch of skydivers landing here and planes buzzing overhead. All right, guys, ending thoughts on the R30. Let's start off with the ports on the end. As far as recoil reduction, very noticeable. If you recall from the studio, 32% recoil reduction with the ports shut, 40% reduction with the ports open. It's only a difference of 8%, yet very perceivable in person. That shocked me for sure, which was pretty cool to see. You can also see all the gas like blowing out 360 degrees at the end of the can, which is pretty cool. As far as sound changing, when removing the plugs, the tone got deeper, but the gun didn't feel louder to me in person out here on the range, if that makes any sense. Again, 2 to 3 decibel difference with them open and shut. Not a huge change. I could pick up a little bit, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is way too loud, let's shoot it with the ports closed. That was not the case. So we're really gonna have to find out what suits your needs as far as recoil reduction while shooting maybe at a competition. Where, you know, having a rifle moving around is bad, okay, versus the sound. So the sound good, recoil bad. So again, shooting a competition where you don't want your, to come off target in the scope, I would definitely shoot them with the ports open. You're not gonna really care about that 2 to 3 decibels. As far as the 300 blackout, Hollywood quiet faux show on that sucker there, the bolt gun. I opened up the video with those scenes and really, really cool. Anyway, sounded really great with the ports open, sounded phenomenal with the ports shut, and the 6.5 Creedmoor sounded really good. That round typically sounds really good suppressed anyway. I wonder if he can fly a little lower here and just like get as close to the microphone as possible. As far as the SIG Cross, was kind of shocked at what we had going on with the barrel. I'm just noticing here that the taper, the little black taper shoulder is missing. It fell off, so that's great. Who knows where that went. So if you don't know, the SIG Cross barrel is tapered at the end for their mounts, for their suppressors, but they have this little piece that kind of slides on over that to create a shoulder for a suppressor. And I'm just noticing that it's gone. So yeah, that's great. Anyway, brand new barrel, stainless steel, hasn't been broken in yet. I feel between that and the trigger is why we were experiencing those issues today. I say issues, it was still shooting fine, it just wasn't shooting how I wanted it to, if that makes any sense. That is why we wrapped it up with the 308 today, because this barrel is broken in. I'm very used to this platform. I'm very used to this trigger that I have installed in it. It's a Timney. It's set it like a freaking quarter pound. They built this trigger for me. It's ridiculous. I was shooting much better with the 308. Shooting match grade ammo on both platforms, I was just shooting better with the gun that I'm used to. The SIG Cross is much lighter. I'm definitely going to put that thing through the ringer in its review later on down the road. We're going to do a full review on the SIG Cross. But yeah, accuracy, great. Point of impact shift that you just saw, negligible as tested. And the groups, on the 308 didn't really tighten, they didn't really open, they just stayed the same. One issue we did have today is with the host gun. So the Radiant Arms 300 Blackout SBR here, the Model 1 that I have, it does have a MVB Industries ARC stock on it. Now this gun runs fine with the rugged razor that I usually keep on it in the safe. I just grabbed it, threw on a dead air mount to use it in today's video, and it was not cycling. So I totally did not bring the extra buffers, okay, that are available with the MVB Industries ARC stock to tune it. I didn't even think about it. So that's my bad. Sounded great, had a very cool mechanical clink, 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 clink sound to it. So I thought that was neat. So my bad there. That's why we shot a lot more of the bolt gun, so you can hear more 300 Blackout. So I wish I was able to go back in time. I would have grabbed that buffer there so we can really run this thing. 'Cause I was wanting to do some mag dumps, you know, for you guys. But in any case, still sounded great on the semi-auto 300 blackout. Just didn't function the way we wanted to today. And that's with the port shut. So it definitely has a heavy buffer in that sucker. Again, sounded good, accuracy good, recoil reduction great. So if I can give it one ding, it is that Sniper Gray Cerakote. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with the FBI contract. Probably they have to like build a certain amount of them in that color for the FBI, I presume. I haven't talked to them about this yet. But I just don't like Sniper Gray. It doesn't go with anything that I have. I think down the road they'll probably offer other colors. I would suggest old-fashioned black, OD green because it's making a comeback, and flat dark earth for show. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up today. If my only complaint is the color scheme on the suppressor, it definitely performed very well, and KGM Technologies should be very proud of what they accomplished here because it sounded great. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had that much fun shooting on suppressed, and like almost forgot that I wasn't wearing any ear protection at all. Like that's how comfortable it is when shooting this thing. Very clean sound profile. So hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, I'm still an affiliate with Axle. If you want to get hooked up on the discount, I'll throw the affiliate link in the description below. I think it's like 65% off. And of course, if you want to check out Patreon to check out 19 other discounts from body armor to suppressors to firearms to gun parts to whatever, 19 companies sponsored my gold members on Patreon. Check out patreon.com/NFA review. Look up the gold tier and you'll see all the discounts that I'm talking about here. So pretty cool there. So, and of course, all the ammo sponsored by my bros at 2A Warehouse. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please click that thumbs up. It really helps here on the NFA review channel. Fight everything we're going through with the left constantly just ghost painting all the gun videos and pulling them from suggested watch lists. So the more likes this video gets, the better it is for all of us as a community. Until next time, click that subscribe button. We have a lot of videos coming. Again, we are going to circle back to that Sig Cross, so you don't want to miss that. See you next time.